Hello everybody, welcome to Sick of Shit Broadcasting. I'm the host of this program, as you well know, Mr. Sick of Shit. Because just like you, I'm sick of this shit. It's going on everywhere. But I have to concern myself mainly with what's going on here in the continental U.S., Hawaii, Alaska, territories. I haven't heard anything bad going on in any of the territories. Last I heard, the majority of Puerto Rico is still without power after that last hurricane that they had come through. Got that from someone who is actually from Puerto Rico. At any rate, I want to explain a little something about this Burning Man crisis. First of all, I'm not even going to go into the explanations that people are giving on YouTube for what Burning Man is. It's not something that I really adhere to, but it's not what you're hearing people tell you. Burning Man is a ritual. It's a pagan ritual. It's not any way kind of Christian. But under normal circumstances, it's pretty harmless. It's tens of thousands of people getting together 4 hours away from everyone and everything. And the Burning Man is not, they do not build a temple, to my knowledge. I've never heard anything about them ever building a temple while they're there. They build the Burning Man, and they burn. This huge apparatus looks similar to a person. They call it Burning Man. The burning of this apparatus symbolizes letting go of the negative things that have held you down or held you back from succeeding at whatever it is that you want to succeed at, whether it be internal issues, a problem going on with your family, something financial, whatever the case may be for the individual. They build the Burning Man, symbolizes the negative things that have held them back. They burn the Burning Man, and they visualize during that burning process the negative things in their life burning away so that they can transition, if you will, from the negative path that they have been on in whatever way it was to a more positive path that will bring them into a state of enlightenment with reference to whatever it is that they're trying to let go of and this new process that they are trying to engulf on. So that is what Burning Man is all about. It's not these other things that you're hearing. And they don't, to my knowledge, build a temple and then burn it. They build the Burning Man. That's why it's called the Burning Man. Out of wood, and then they burn it. And that's why they do this. So, that's what Burning Man is, what it represents, what it's about. Now, getting to 73,000 people that went to this festival, this ritual, that are now trapped in the Nevada desert, 400 miles away from everyone and everything, and the closest town to them is a small town. They had 3 months worth of rain overnight, of course, in the Nevada desert. This was completely unexpected. Well, unfortunately, the soil and or sand, whichever the case may be, it has a very high alkaline content, and now it's all mud, which has become toxic mud. So these people are being advised not to get out of their tent, but to stay in their tent, because they could become very ill from walking around in that mud. Well, how are you going to tell 73,000 people to stay in their tent? They got to go to the bathroom at some point, all of them. Where are they going to be going? I wonder, honestly, I don't know the ratio of RVs to tents. How many people actually came in RVs and how many people have set up a tent? But anybody that's in a tent is likely in a heap of trouble. And, if they can't, if these people aren't supposed to even be walking around in that mud, where are they going to go to eliminate their waste? Good question. They gotta do it. How long is it going to take before this mud dries up and these people can actually get out of there? I have no idea. But these people, 73,000 of them stuck in a toxic wasteland, basically. What's going to happen? It doesn't look good for these people. It really doesn't. And I got a feeling that the longer these people are there, they start getting close to running out of their food, water. If they are still there, once people have started running out of food and water, God forbid any of these people were dumb enough to bring any of their kids. But they could have been. At any rate, I do not foresee this unfolding well for these people. I foresee the very real possibility of this unfolding in a very chaotic and barbaric manner. I hope it doesn't. But it's not looking good for these people. Not looking good at all. Now, I believe I have mentioned in previous videos, there are shortages already popping up all over the country. There is a problem with the wheat, durum wheat, which is the one that all of the pasta is made out of, and it is, well, it's in extremely short supply. We'll put it like that. So how long it's going to be before you start seeing, or we start seeing, a major decrease in the pasta on the shelves all over the country, I don't know, but it may not necessarily be that long. China is hoarding the majority of the world's food. 70% of the world's rice is in China. 40% of the world's corn is in China. And the list goes on. Fortunately, the list gets smaller with each one, but you got 70% of the rice, 40% of the corn. These people have a lot of the world's food supply that they can, under whatever circumstances that they pick, either withhold completely or charge people that they don't like, countries that they don't like, way more for the food when they sell it. If they sell it, they may not even do that. They may keep it all for themselves. But it's not looking good. They could potentially, depending on how bad things get, which has gotten pretty bad already in China, economically, farm-wise, shitload of disasters that have annihilated the majority of what they have been trying to grow this previous year. Likely why they have gotten or managed to get their hands on so much of the world's food supply. They've got over 1 billion people in that one country. That's not even to mention they're probably going to be selling to India. India is a pretty huge population there too. At any rate, nothing's looking good. Factories are having difficulty getting their machines repaired, replacing parts. Food processing companies having the same problem. Now, grocery stores are turning away trucks because they don't have the means to either freeze or refrigerate what is being brought in. That is bad news. I hate to say it, but that's bad. Trucks, whole semi-tractor trailer trucks, are being somehow stolen from the truck drivers, full of food. I don't know what's going on with that. Are the truck drivers in on it? I don't know. I have no idea. Could it be that they get hungry, they stop at a truck stop, go in to get something to eat, come back for their truck, and it's suddenly gone? I don't know how this is happening, but it's happening. None of this is good stuff. Then, of course, we've still got the issue with the ships being stuck in the Panama Canal. Others waiting to get in and get through because of that. I mean, we got like 40-something ships just waiting to get in. God, I don't know what's on them. I have no idea. But it's obviously things that need to be coming here that are not getting here. People are reporting having to wait weeks, sometimes even months, to get the parts that they need for the machines. And sometimes even everyday consumers are seeing this. One woman had been trying for several weeks to get a part that she needed for a machine in her house, and she came back, asked them how long they estimated it would be. Would it be within the next week, within the next month? All they could say is it should be here within a month, but I really can't tell you for sure. I honestly don't have any clue when it's going to actually be here. And I believe she was telling the truth. She really doesn't know. So, folks, that's where things are right now. If you haven't started prepping, I suggest you do it. Get started as best as you can with as much as you can do. I've done pretty much, I think, almost as much as I can do at this point. I mean, I've got like very little space in this RV for storage. And I got some of it under the bedroom that sticks out of the RV. And I'm going to have whatever I do accumulate that I am able to manage to acquire. It's just going to have to go under a tarp and keep it as protected as I can. That's the best I can do. Maybe the best that a lot of people can do, but do what you can the best way you can. What you can't do, trust God for the rest. That's all you do. Do what you can do. What you can't do, God will pick up that slack and do what needs to be done. In some way, somehow, He'll do it. Just trust Him. That's all you gotta do. That's all I ever have to do. And He's always there for me. May not happen in the time that I am really preferring that it happen, but it always happens. He always comes through. So don't be afraid. Don't have to be afraid. Just do what you're able to do, and the rest, leave it where it already is, in His very capable hands. Till next time, Mr. Sick of Shit, signing out.